I don't know what I'm doing here, but
that's fine because neither do we. So this is an idolmaster Pachislo that.
I wanted to say a bad word, but this is YouTube.
Oh, I say bad words all the time. Go ahead. You do
so
want to
apparently
marry.
I am the resident Pachislo expert, having owned 3 of these now. So we are going to be looking today at an idolmaster Pachi, which is one of the older ones. I want to say it's like early 2000s.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure which one it was, so I've completely forgotten since then. I remember what it looks like.
This is OG idolmaster, which is in that era, 2005,
yeah, so probably
2003.
All right,
so
flip this sucker open.
Let's slide this thing out. You'll watch me struggle because they don't have wheels.
That's okay. You don't have to struggle alone. They're not that. It should come out of this box pretty easily.
It's stuck on a lid, actually.
Oh yeah.
It'll slide on cardboard nicely. We're trying to preserve the box.
Yeah, these perfectly sized boxes here are super convenient.
So after it doesn't fall off.
Probably just. Oop. And there we are.
So we have the idolmaster. Looking at it, this is a relatively simple Pachi. We don't have any like fancy screens or weird stuff going on here. As the camera goes away and I can't point out things. The back is the back.
Well, I was just curious. We'll take a look at the power situation in the back there in a sec. It's definitely been modded a little bit.
So, as I was saying, it's relatively simple. We have a basic set of lights, screen, dial, non-dynamic bottom panel. I guess we'll go look at the power because it's sketchy.
Yeah, it is sketchy. Well, I mean, this probably was in an enclosure at one point because you can see here, you've got like the actual cabinet power here. This was probably at some point tied into a stand or something. Yeah, so it's a little sketch, but it's obviously set up to work this way.
Let's open it up actually before we turn it on.
Yeah,
and take a look because it could have been in like a Revo 2 style system, and if it's cleanly done on the inside, it was probably in one of those. So
the door opens a lot easier than the Beatmania.
We have things.
It looks like these were.
Sticks.
Oh no, these are those poles that like you can expand to. I don't know what these are for, but
I have no clue what these are for.
But that addition is a 100 volt to 24 volt transformer.
Okay.
Okay.
So, does the Revo normally provide 24 volt?
But much like my Beatmania Apache, this doesn't have. You can see here these rails. This is where the hopper would be. So this one specifically does not have the hopper and coin accepting hardware, which doesn't really bother any of us. We can.
I mean,
we're happy without that.
I'm not, but okay.
Well, that's a fine. I guess you're not buying it.
I can get another hopper. Hoppers are kind of important for like getting that realistic feel, so you can drop it in. Otherwise, you have to keep on opening, and you get a huge,
not having the hopper is convenient for me going to events, not having to worry about the fact that it can accept coins, because that was actually one concern when we brought the Beatmania Apache to BLFC. Since it's in a casino, like they said, basically, as long as it doesn't accept, it cannot accept coin, it's fine. And this, very obviously, and even if you put it in, it doesn't technically accept coin.
I mean, it will still accept.
Oh yeah, well
we still increment your credit too.
We blocked this, so at any rate, it doesn't. You keep basically you can't like gamble for more coin. So, all right, let's plug this sucker in
to risk our lives and watch this thing blow up in our face.
It's right there. Yeah,
So
go ahead,
given
plug
that
that
it's
in.
a step down to a weird voltage, it seems pretty intentional. So I'd trust it.
Famous last words. This may get very loud depending on what the setting is on. So
Might also need to be switched on.
Yeah,
let's see how this works.
right there.
This one, yeah. So this one has a. Flick that on. I'm going to have my hands near. These are the volume pots usually. It's got a. It's quiet.
It's starting up.
Oh, it's very
nice.
Yeah, turn that up.
Remember which one is which.
Just turn them all up.
I'm not 100% sure those are the volume pots. It's not always. But Oh, it is.
扉が開いています。扉が開いています。扉が開いていま
So
す。
one of the cute things that they like to do on
扉が開いています。
Pachis
扉が開いています。扉が開いています。扉が開いています。
So one of the cute things they like to do on Pachis is the error messages. They usually get the voice actors of whatever the Pachi is to speak them. I am not that well versed in Idolmaster, so I cannot tell you if this is an Idolmaster character, but it's quite possible.
扉が開いています。
So let's start it up by shutting the door.
扉が開いています。治ったみたいですね。それじゃ、プロデュースの続き、よろしくお願いします。
So as mentioned, relatively simple design, but
Oh,
プロデューサー
3D graphics.
なんか眠くなってきちゃった。
so we
So you
have
got
a
a-
relatively simple Pachi slot. This one is currently set to free play. Or,
Well, it had
has
35.
credits,
Yeah, it
but-
had credits when we started, but I'm sure there's. If it doesn't have the hopper, there's a very good chance that this was like a. I think it was home owned when we got it, and there's probably like a free play mod installed. If not, then we'll figure something out. But
Oh, hey, we got some.
so some backstory. For the couple weeks before this, I've been having a lot of people coming to visit and helping work with stuff, and in that process, we also learned a lot about the Beatmania Apache slot. And for me, in that process, it taught me a lot of like the depth of the Apache slot. So I don't think we're probably going to see very much of like the things that go on in this, but definitely we'll try and get at least to do like 1 or 2 events.
Yeah, so if you've never done a Pachi slot, essentially the gameplay loop is you do slots for usually about 10 to 20 minutes, and then it'll usually put you into a special event mode, which
So
has,
here you've got like the character running on the screen. That might be, you know, a trigger or something that, you know, to say that you need to try and get something. Then you have little event scenes like this that just happened.
No, we're back into the main loop.
Yeah.
We haven't gone into an event loop.
No, we haven't gone into any like serious loop, but like sometimes, you know, these things happen. It looks like for this gauge we've got for this mode right now, there's a gauge here we need to fill up. Yeah. So we're out of credit.
Before we continue, one of the things is a lot of this is an older one, so I'm not sure, but a lot of them have a menu mode you can get into as the player to do customizations. And I would assume, being Idolmaster, you could probably select the idol, because this is the idol we're working with right now. Sorry, I don't remember their names. So, where is the menu on this one?
So that's bet, next bet, and we've got some buttons and a.
So let's see. Any of these do anything? No.
Is that a reset button maybe? I don't know.
Might have been there. There's not usually an accessible reset button.
Yeah, I think all the ones we did when I did the whole row of them, pretty much all the Pachis in the Revo 2s had some sort of menu.
Yep, it's extremely.
So, there we go.
There we go.
Okay.
So we can go over here. So we have a lot of the older Pachi slots maintain state by passwords. Otherwise, they maintain their current state as long as the internal battery is still powered, which is usually about 48 hours. After that, it goes back to its default state and you have to grind again.
I've found from the Beatmania, like my Beatmania one lasts maybe 4 or 5 days. I tried that because we were getting it out of state that it's on the on like the bonus mini game, so that, you know, if someone comes over, they can just play it.
So we have five idols to choose from in our first idol select. So here's these are your bonus rolls. So this is what you're trying to get into your special events. So your audition bonus, big bonus, hyper bonus. And then this would be your password if you knew what it was. I'm sure you can find them online. And
That's actually cool if you can, because it gives me the opportunity to actually, you know, show people different parts of the game
yeah, usually
down the
it's
line. But
Usually it's like to unlock things, so
Okay.
like it's unlock extra characters, different costumes, things
gotcha.
like that. Because there's not like a huge amount of progression per se, but it all depends on the Pachi. There's been some very intricate Pachis over the years.
Okay.
Yeah, so I always, so then we can go, let's take a look over here. Oh, so this is your QR code. I don't know if this is for this set or it takes you to the website. We'll have to check that later. Password, and then if you want to go back to the game, you just go to end. And it'll put you back into the game.
So that totally was menu button.
Yeah, so this is menu button.
So this game specifically has to reboot to get you into the customization menu.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it probably maintains state. It's just kind of like a weird way of getting there. Where some of the newer ones will just load up the menu in-game.
So yeah, I think that's about it. Is there anything else that you want to comment on with this?
Not until we figure out how to credit feed it, I think.
I mean, so if you want to, yeah, not so. Well, the way we credit feed it is we take these and test this out. So we're going to do the Japanese technique of feeding coins into this. Just stack them, and then you kind of with that. So it is not accepting these coins. It could
Well,
be
open
from-
it up and we can probably. Did it have? I don't remember. Did it actually have the coin mech in there even? Because it may not have.
It had a
扉が
dropper.
開いています扉が開いています
Oh
Yeah, because
we're missing one.
even the coin mech's missing.
We're missing
Which
one.
that looks like it's a standard, so we can put another one in later. But I'm also just
扉が開いています
no. This might be it. I think this is a digital one. So
扉が開いています
anyway, that's not there.
扉が開いています
But
扉が開いて
The
いま
last
す
thing we can do here is
扉
we
が
can
開
take
い
a
てい
look
ま
at
す
the actual
扉が
operator
開い
menu,
ています扉が
which
開いてい
is
ます
done by unlocking, usually on the slot
扉
board
が開いています
somehow.
扉が開いています
it's either that one or this
扉が開い
one.
ています
Yeah, there's usually a key option, which I assume is this key
扉が開いています
to
So let's see if we can find that.
扉が
unlock the
開いてい
service
ます
menu.
扉が開いています扉が開いています扉が開いています扉が開いています
And
扉
it
が
doesn't
開い
open
てい
anything,
ま
it
す
just literally you
扉
put
が
it in
開い
a
てい
turn,
ます
usually.
扉が開いてい
Yep.
ます
It might be. Oh, it's down here.
扉が開いています扉が開いています
Oh,
扉が開いています
that's our reset button here.
扉が開い
This
てい
will
ま
allow
す
us to.
扉が開いています扉が
Okay,
開いてい
that's
ます
probably a service menu. So now you shut the door.
扉が
Well, no,
開い
you
ていま
can't
す
shut. Wait. Oh yeah, you
扉
can't.
が
Okay, I was gonna say.
開いています
Nope, you can't.
扉が開いています
Nope, you can't.
扉が開いています扉が開いています扉が開いています
Oh, you have to open it again, or no? Wait.
扉が開いています
Wait, like
扉
turn
が
it
開い
further.
ています
Sensor 1, Sensor 2,
扉が開いています
reset door.
Well, how are you supposed to
扉が
put
開い
this
ています
into
扉が開いています
test mode?
So we probably reset it.
開いています
While the key's on, yeah, press the reset button.
扉が開いて
Okay,
いま
take
す
the key out,
扉が開いています
and then
扉が開いています
got it.
扉が開いてい
Each
ま
one of
す
these is slightly
扉
different
が開いています
on how it gets into.
動いた
No.
じゃあ面倒だけど活動再開扉が開いてい
Well,
ます
that's us learning
扉が
Pachis.
開いています扉が開いています
Oh.
扉が開いています扉が開いています扉が開いていま
There's
す
kanji
扉
here.
が開いています
Lots of kanji.
扉が開いています扉が開いています扉が開いています
Well, we're gonna take some time to figure this out. We'll come back and if we figure this out, we'll look into it a bit more.
扉が開い
All right, so we kind of looked through the manual a little bit, and as far as we can tell, a lot of these settings are analog. There isn't really like a menu or anything to go through. So unless we have a really in-depth manual, we're probably not going to get any farther with this. So we'll leave it with that. We got a chance to show off, a little bit about the slot and whatnot. I just wanted to point off though, in the back here, these kind of like jank power cables. From as far as we can tell, it's because again, this is supposed to be in like a Revo 2 or something like that, and this is actually not AC power. Like you can see, it's that
AC,
connector that you expect.
Yeah, it's low voltage AC.
It's low voltage AC.
24.
So at any rate, we are feeding it power through this. This is probably, you know, their bypass, so it's actually getting what it's supposed to get. So that's just kind of...
Actually, so this is what they call the home solution. It is documented in the manual, so you are supposed to use this jank when connecting to a wall.
Yeah. So at any rate, since we can't get really any farther with this right now, I'm not going to waste too much more time. We'll just leave it at that. We're going to be doing the 7s-beat Pachislo next. So that'll be our next video. We'll be right back with that, and we'll see you in a week or two whenever that ends up going up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.